Hi, my name is Rebecca Bridges, and I will be presenting on bridging the educational gap for women in STEM. At a time when the STEM field is in a state of rapid growth, there is still a disparaging shortage of talent within the industry. In a recent study done by the communications of the ACM, the data collected predicted a 15 to 20% increase in computing jobs in the year 2020 in the US. However, most of those jobs would be filled by men. This raises a question about why women are not filling those roles in the STEM field. According to the NCWIT, 50% of professional occupations in the US workforce are held by women. However, women made up only 26% of professionals in computing occupations and only 13% in chief technology officer roles in the year 2022. After taking a closer look at the research, I found the issue for the disparity starts at a young age and continues through the college years. Today, we are going to examine the obstacles preventing women from entering and staying in STEM education fields. Some of the obstacles preventing women from pursuing and completing an education in STEM are a lack of exposure in developmental years, stereotypical biased environments in the classroom, and low retention in college STEM programs. Let's take a look at stereotypical biased environments in the classroom. A study done in 2015 recorded the estimated effects of primary school teachers' gender bias on boys and girls' academic progress during high school. The results showed that biased environments in the classroom positively affect boys' chances of achieving higher scores on math and science exams, while girls are affected oppositely and struggle to achieve high scores on those same exams. The results of stereotypical bias are especially concerning when compared to the USA GPA data between 1990 and 2005. The graph below shows that between those years, the female students had higher combined GPAs in math and science than boys. Comparing the two sets of data suggests that women have the ability to excel in math and science, but are inhibited by gender bias, especially in regards to exams. Next, we'll take a look at how the lack of exposure during developmental years affects young girls from entering the STEM field. A research study done by the AAUQ in 2010 addressed the lack of awareness that young girls have to STEM opportunities. One of the main issues is that parents and school faculties are not aware of the opportunities for women in STEM and therefore cannot guide young girls on the path to those opportunities. The second issue presented is that girls' interests and achievements are affected by societal beliefs like boys are better in math and science than girls. The study showed that young women are negatively impacted by the mindset that women must be gifted or exceptional in math and science in order to break into the STEM field. Without awareness of the opportunities available to women in STEM, young girls will continue to be held back by these societal beliefs. The last problem we will review is the low retention of women in college STEM programs. Data collected by Letters of Advice from Women in STEM provides real-world experiences about the retention problems of women in STEM programs. A common practice in STEM programs is using required courses to implement the weed out methodology to separate the perceived weak from the strong students. The primary issue with this practice is that it does not leave room for the growth potential of individual students, specifically female students. Studies show that women are statistically more likely to leave a program if they are not initially successful. Alternatively, males statistically will stay with the program even if they are not initially successful. This is believed to be an effect of the limiting societal belief that men are better at math and science than women. The second issue regarding retention is gender bias from peers in undergraduate and PhD programs. In a recent study done by the Psychology of Women Quarterly, the data shows that of the women who participated in the study, 61% reported experiencing gender bias from their peers in their college STEM program. The finding shows that the women impacted by gender bias had a lower STEM self-concept or self-confidence than women who did not experience gender bias. These experiences are another deterrent from women staying in STEM programs. So what is the solution? Well, the solution must be multifaceted, just as the problem is. The first step is raising awareness, and the second step is creating environments where women can thrive. In raising awareness, we can look at extracurricular STEM programs like StreamWorks, which are geared to develop young girls' passions in math and science and to achieve success in related career fields. The second step in raising awareness is having more representation of women in STEM. Studies show that adding images of women in mathematician and scientist roles throughout a classroom contextualize women's achievements on these subjects, which can shift perceptions about who belongs in the STEM field. The second part of the solution is creating environments where women can thrive. Regardless of the numerous barriers preventing retention of women in STEM field, there are positive factors that can create supportive environments for women. One of those major factors is having a supportive network of STEM peers. A number of studies from the field of social psychology indicate that a positive peer connection can promote academic retention for underrepresented students. The final solution is a shift from the gifted mindset to the growth mindset. One of the solutions presented by the AAUW was to teach students about the stereotype mindset and alternatively promote a growth mindset environment. The theory is that if the fear of being worse than boys in math and science is reduced and replaced with the mindset that intellectual prowess can be improved through hard work and education, then girls will be more willing to explore paths in the STEM field. To bridge the educational gap for women in STEM, the solution must be just as multifaceted as the problem. We need to raise awareness that women do belong in the STEM field. We need to see more equal representation of females in the STEM field as men. We need to continue to foster peer environments that welcome women in STEM industries. And we need to change our mindsets from the idea that you have to be gifted in an industry or gifted in a field in order to be successful within the industry. Instead, each individual person who has a passion for math and science can be successful through hard work and education. Thank you.